Yeah, I want to win. I mean, I plain and simply, I want to win.
Many people know Tyler Hall as a 3-time New Jersey Open champion. For others, he's a father, a husband, a friend, a teacher, and more. In 2022, Hall looks to join some esteemed company as he chases title number 4.
I would say I'm very fortunate to almost feel like I did all my practice. It was my full-time job for 11 years, and that's all I did. I did golf. Every aspect of my game, my body, my mind, was all golf generated. So now that I've transitioned to a more stable, with feet on the ground kind of lifestyle, my stress about competing and playing, it's not what it was when I was playing full time to make ends meet. So, after a day of work, I'd almost rather just pack it up and go home and see my kids. And to me, that's like the driving force. That's what gets me up to go compete, because I know that they get to watch me or see something like this where they can say, hey, Daddy on the big screen. That to me is kind of like, that's the payoff of it.
Since I've known him from his days of actually just playing professionally to now teaching and playing, he would spend all day, every day at the golf course, whether it be practicing, playing in a tournament, traveling for a tournament. It was all day, every day, working on his game, trying to get better, figuring out ways to get better, learning more about golf. And as that's transitioned now into him teaching, he's, most days his lesson book is full from sun up to sundown, and he comes home and spends a few hours with the kids at night, and now it's more about the teaching and the family, and squeezing in the practice when he can, but still being able to play, which is really where his passion lies.
He somehow balances life as a father, a husband, and especially a coach, and then finally a player. Hats off to him, because I don't think there's many people out there that can do it.
It's probably been almost 2 years that I've been seeing him, and I've made huge improvements. He's helped me a ton. And he's just a very relatable, nice human being, which always makes working with someone better when you're working with a genuine person who just really teaches from the heart and is really passionate about what he does. You can feel that, and it makes a big difference.
As a person, I think his competitive nature as a golfer makes him a fantastic dad, because he works hard at everything he does. He doesn't really kind of put any half effort into anything. And, it is pretty impressive.
It's nice because just the way my job is set up, and the fact that home is Arizona during kind of the winter months, the late fall and early spring, I guess. That's my time to just kind of be dad, and whatever it is, whether it's coaching the team or taking them to a park or walking them to school. There's all kinds of things to do. During season, it's a little tricky because I'm pretty much teaching 6 days a week, and weekends and holidays, and day off is usually a competition day.
I hope that we're showing them they can do anything they want to do, that you're not tied to one place. You can follow your dreams, and it may not be, there's not one path to get there, if you will. You can get creative and never give up. I mean, Tyler's certainly never given up on his passion for golf and for playing and having success in that avenue. So I think that's kind of what I hope we're instilling in them, is that you work hard and you can achieve anything you want.
He's a winner. He's been a winner since he's been a little kid playing. He just knows how to win. And you need a great golf game, but also a great what's between the ears, obviously.
No one works harder than Tyler. And even now, throughout all of his injuries and his career, he's still always grinding, finding ways to adapt to make sure that he can still practice as much as he can. And he'll just go out and shoot a 63. It's always impressive.
Unfortunately, I've kind of been riddled with injury pretty much my whole professional career. you know, as much as it stinks to kind of have to gut through it and play in pain and kind of the uncertainty, is my shoulder going to hold through this swing, or is it going to, you know, feel like someone's stabbing me? But I've played through injury. I've played pre and post surgery. I've had shoulder operation, both shoulders. Now a rotator cuff is about gone on my left shoulder. But I've also had success with injury.
This is a very special thing. I'm not surprised to see him in this position with an opportunity to do something like this based upon his natural talent, the way he prepares, and, you know, really his competitive nature.
He's a proven champion, and he knows, you know, winning any tournament, any golf event, it's probably as much mental as it is physical. And we know he has a mental part because he's been there, done that. So putting it together for 3-4 days and battling through his injuries and maybe knowing what he can and can't do and modifying his game that way. I don't know if I say he's the favorite, but I think he definitely can.
Look at everything Tyler's accomplished in his career. I wouldn't put anything past him. I think he absolutely is going to get it. He works on his game tirelessly, even when he's injured. He finds a way to bring his game up to that next level. His mental fortitude when it comes to the game of golf is second to none from anyone I've ever seen.
I know this season he's been a little bit kind of under the weather. He's been fighting some injuries. You know, hasn't been himself. But if there's anybody that can flip it on it,
He still will go out there and win and win and win and win, and then qualifying for the PGA a couple years back now and making the cut there. Like, he has the game to do it, and to watch him be so successful is really cool.
I mean, of course I think he can win, and I don't think he ever goes into a tournament, injury or not, thinking he can't win. So, you know, it's just one of those things. He's battled injuries off and on for years, and to be honest, sometimes he plays his best golf when he doesn't feel like he's at his best. It takes a little bit of pressure off him. So I do think he can win, and there's no reason he can't. It's just ultimately, you know, comes down to the days and how it goes. It's golf.
You know, the last guy to back-to-back it before me was, I think, Eddie Whitman 20 years prior. So I know I have a chance to do something that has rarely been done and do it twice. And then even get my name up on a pedestal with the likes of Glenz and Whitman and Lichardus. Heck yeah, I want to win.